Hey guys, Matt from Pomelo Pictures here, and I am very sweaty. We're not used to prolonged hot weather in the UK, definitely not when it's 11 o'clock at night, but contrary to what American TV may tell you, it's not drizzle all the time. But putting the weather aside, because that's very British to talk about that, we've got a new video, and it's a different kind of video, because basically I'm stealing a premise from Radical Reggie. Reggie, I'm sure you don't mind me doing this, but basically it's taking games that are sealed, be they rare or non-rare, opening them up and showing you what's inside. It's a simple premise, kind of like a unboxing video, but I want to focus on something specifically today, because I'm a big fan of the Adventures of Lolo series. It's one of the few games that me and my wife actually play together, because you see, she's not a gamer, but she does love puzzles. So Adventures of Lolo is a series of games that we can actually bond over. It's just a shame that they didn't really carry them on after, say, the sort of early 90s or so. And the games, in fact, are actually quite hard to collect for in the UK. Adventures of Lolo 2 on the NES is fairly common, but 1 and 3 are really hard to find. You'll only really find them in mainland Europe, specifically Germany. They seem to be more common for some reason, I don't know why. And then there's an even rarer one, which is the Adventures of Lolo Gameboy game. Now again, that can be found a lot of the time in Germany, and it is a German cartridge, but finding an English cartridge is actually very hard. The game is playable despite it being a German cartridge, but a lot of the time you won't be able to find the manuals or the box or anything that isn't in German. You can only find them in English. However, I have been very kindly sent not only a boxed Adventures of Lolo Game Boy game, but a sealed Adventures of Lolo Game Boy game, and it's the English version too. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity to try out one of these breaking the seal videos and, well, break the seal on this and show you what's inside. But I will also get to another part of the video later on, but we'll do that once we've flipped back to this camera as opposed to camera 2. So, camera 2? Right, so Adventures of Lolo on the Game Boy. Now, like I say, this is actually a very hard game to find, quite a rare one, particularly the English language version. Like I say, you can find sort of German language boxes and manuals, but finding the English version is really hard. Although I do think this is actually probably the UK version, as it appears to be a Nintendo of Europe box, despite the sort of shrink wrap seal, as we didn't really have that in Europe. Well, definitely not with the later games, although this is more of an early release. What year was this? This is 1993, it says the copyright is. So yeah, so quite a rare game. I've actually never seen a sealed copy before. I've seen a few box versions. I haven't really seen an English language one in good condition. I've certainly never seen an English manual. I've only ever seen German manuals, and I think potentially Spanish I might have seen as well, but never English. But we're kind of prolonging the inevitable a bit, really, so I think it's only about time that we broke the seal on this and had a look inside. So let me have a look. Where's the best place to open it? Probably just along the top here. Ooh, try not to break the box, that's it. Oh, I really don't want to damage this. I don't mind. There we go. I don't mind the shrink wrap getting a bit damaged, but I'd try not to damage the box given its rarity. Okay, and I'm probably going to have to do around the sides as well. This is actually really hard to do with a camera in my face, so steady hands, which I don't have. And one more side. I'm going to have to get rid of that bubble wrap because it's annoying me. Don't cut the cardboard. There we go. Get rid of that. Okay, so this will have been sealed since 1993. And I'm going to have to bend the cardboard a little bit. Oh, I hate doing this because it's really hard to do without getting that crease in the top. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, here we go. So for the first time in however many years would it have been? Oh, 20 is it 25 years? My maths is awful. 25 years nearly. There we go. So we'll put the box over there. So I'll keep the majority of the shrink wrap on. So we got the game, although I'm going to come back to that in a little bit. And there we have the English language instruction manual. As I say, I've never actually seen this in English. I've only ever seen it in well, as I say, in German, I think maybe in Spanish as well, but never in English. So this is really cool to have, and have it obviously in such good condition because it has been sealed since the beginning. And then you've got a space for the passwords at the back. Lovely. Now, obviously this, oh actually, hang on, we've got a little Super Game Boy. I've never seen this. I didn't even know this. Obviously, it is a Super Game Boy pack, but I didn't actually know you had a separate instruction for it. Obviously, you know, European Super Nintendo. So that, yeah, it definitely isn't the American box art, because there it is. There's the sort of Super Famicom-looking Super Game Boy that we had in Europe. Okay. Now, obviously, this is a bit of a muchness. You know, if you've ever owned this game, even though it is a bit rare, or owned a Game Boy game, you kind of know what's going to come in the box. However, I thought this would be a good opportunity, seeing as we've got the game, to bring in my new backlit and biverted Game Boy. Now, if you'd watched my video on the London gaming market, you'll have seen that I picked this up about a week or two ago from a company called Deadpan Robot, and I've been playing with it for a little bit, and I absolutely love it. I actually did a video a while ago which showed my backlit Game Boy Advance and a Game Boy that I tried to backlight, but I hadn't actually managed to do the bivert on it, but this one has actually been biverted as well. And I said that I was going to show it in a video, so I thought this would be a good opportunity. So let's take the game out of its protective case and get it in focus there. The first time that this game has probably ever been put into a Game Boy, other than perhaps maybe in a test centre somewhere in Nintendo of Europe 25 years ago. And let's start her up, hoping I have batteries in the Game Boy. And it should start up straight away, which it does, because it's nice and clean. Oh, got the camera reflecting the camera reflecting in the screen of the Game Boy. All in English, which is a good sign. And there we go. Not German. Although I think actually, to be honest, I think the German version of the game itself is actually in English. Lolo in black and white, or black and green, I should say. That's nice to see. So yeah, sorry, just a little bit on the Game Boy. Now, as you can see, it is quite clear. You can sort of change the contrast here, but basically a bivert, sort of you use a polarizing filter to invert the colours and then sort of invert them again. So, you know, twice inverted, biverted, and it makes the contrast a lot clearer, a lot easier to see. Because when you backlight a Game Boy, sometimes it's quite hard to see the screen. I can only really say watch the video that I did where I show my backlight Game Boy, and that will give you an idea. Okay, I think that's enough of that. It shows that it works, and it also shows my my backlit and biverted Game Boy. I'll probably do a bit more of an in-depth video on this at some point. This was kind of more of an unboxing video. Oh God, look at that! It's so hot. Even though it's 11 o'clock at night, it's so hot. I'm leaving sweat on the table. That is disgusting, but oh well. That's a good job. I've kept the shrink wrap on the cartridge, on the box. So yes, so box instructions. Is that a warranty card? I'm guessing. No, just some safety information. The Super Game Boy instructions, the cartridge, and the original plastic box. Nothing too exciting if it was just a normal Game Boy game, but seeing as this is actually one of the rarest, I'm sure there'll be some people in the comments section that saying I shouldn't have done it because it's breaking a sealed rare game. But at the end of the day, games are there to be played, and I love Adventures of Lolo. So there you have it, my first breaking the seal video. Now, obviously, you know, it's not like I'm going to open this up and there's going to be some surprise inside. It is what it is. I'm not going to open it up and there's going to be gold in there or something. But it is interesting to be able to take these games that have been sat for so long, people have sort of kept them, as a sealed thing for 25 years when it's a game that's meant to be played, and it's such a fun game like Adventures of Lolo as well. So it's nice to be able to open it up and have a little look inside, and I thought it would be nice to have you along with me to have a look at that too. But showing you the game and showing you my new biverted Game Boy, I'm going to go play, and actually my wife's downstairs and she's been waiting to play this too. So until next time, I'll see you later.